A recent landmark ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court finds that a large portion of the state of Oklahoma is under the jurisdiction of Native American tribes. In designating part of the state as reservation land, the court cited 19th century treaties that were broken by the federal government. The Muskogee Creek Nation is one of 5 tribes with claims to the land. Now, because of advances in radiocarbon dating, the history of that indigenous nation is being examined in a new way. Leading the research project is Jake Lulowitz, a lecturer in archaeology at Washington University in St. Louis. Up until now, it's been believed that indigenous culture was largely erased when Spanish colonizers, such as Hernando de Soto, arrived in the 1500s. But new research finds that the traditions of the Muskogee Creek Nation continued long after the arrival of the European explorers. Evidence of this has been found in artifacts from Dyer Mound in central Georgia. The mound is now submerged under Lake Oconee. The site was excavated before a dam was built in the 1970s.
We got lots of new dates from a Mississippian platform mound. Within the mound, you have uh, evidence for religion and ritual and ceremony. And on top of the mound, there are houses that have been burned down and these kinds of things. And so we were really interested just to see, apply this new technology, this radiocarbon dating, to kind of understanding the history of this place. And this is all because we were just able to get a better handle on time. So it's these really simple things we can do with all of these collections in our museum to really start rewriting some of these Native American histories. This tradition goes back 5,000 years across all of Southeast and Midwestern North America. If you go right across the river near St. Louis to Cahokia, you'll see the biggest platform mound in all of North America. Dyer Mound, it was supposed to have been abandoned right essentially when the Europeans got there. And what we found is that the ancestors of the Muskogee Creek continued all of their traditions on top of this mound for almost 130 years after the Spanish got there. They really held on to a lot of their traditions and their political systems and their culture, and really kind of seemed to have actively resisted European influence. When we try to tell the indigenous stories from the perspective of the Spanish or the Europeans, right? When we focus on the European things or the European writings, we don't get the full picture. There's these other parts to the history that need to be told alongside the European parts.
The immediate impact of the Supreme Court ruling is that it grants the Muskogee Creek Nation and other tribes a form of sovereignty to uphold their own laws. The long-term effect may be that other broken treaties are examined.